On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
I think Let Go was saying this last week. If a man takes off on a man, that could end in death.
Yep.
So you approach that a little bit different, right? You do. You approach it a little bit different.
So then why don't people understand the differences in communication? If men are scared of dying, of course they're going to talk differently. So then you should understand that when you're talking to women and you're not afraid of dying, that the conversation would be different. So then the onus would be on you. Maybe try talking to women the same way you're fearful, not you, when you talk to men about, oh my goodness, I could die. Then
no,
I don't.
It's not about being afraid of dying.
Y'all missing one element. Y'all missing an element.
We all talking over each other.
Y'all missing one element in this whole conversation, and the one element that y'all not taking into consideration is how you are on screen is much different than what the interaction is in person.
I'm answering the JR question. And to answer JR question is that I go on She Critique on Friday night. I don't have these issues. I go on other panels. I don't have these issues. On Thursday, I have these issues. And let's keep it funky. Some of the same men that be on the Thursday shows be over at She Critique. No issues at all. Good conversations. Good dialogue. If you want to look at the common denominator between everywhere else I go and this Thursday night show, it would be K and K. La. I'm done.
K and K. La. Huh. Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
if you don't want to answer, I understand. And I
just did. I answered the question that was on the screen.
I mean, I'm talking about like respond to what I said. That's fine, Logic. I'm not
listening to what you said. I answered the question.
Well, you're talking to me, so obviously you're listening. Mr. Let Go. As a person who says that like men and women should be communicated to in the same type of way, you know, of course, depending on the circumstances going on. What do you think about when men like it better when women display the blue qualities that they had on the list versus the ones that they themselves said were feminine?
Well, there's a very good chance that, a lot of black men in particular have been raised by their moms, and a lot of single moms have the propensity to yell at their little boys when they were growing up, talk to them like men and all this masculine stuff. So people overall grow up to have an affinity for what they're used to, you know?
Wait, Mr. Let Go, you said talk to them like men. So are you saying
they yell at them, whatever, because you said on the blue side.
Differentiate talk to them like men, but you don't get what Caleb was saying about talk to them like women?
No. Well, I'm just answering your question.
Why do you talk to them like men?
Hold on, Kay. What I'm saying is, because you did say blue side, and that's the reason why I'm bringing this up, because you said blue side.
You remember that list?
Yeah, I remember the list. You said blue side. Mm-hmm. So you said, why do men seem to prefer women to either talk to them or be like the blue side? And like I'm just saying, a lot of young men, well, grown men, were raised by their mother, and their mother was masculine, so they're used to masculine women. So that's all I'm saying. But the typical man does not or will not talk to a woman like a woman. He's going to talk to a woman like a respectable man, and he doesn't want a woman to talk to him like a man. You talk to a man like a woman. You know, we all are just people. And what's wrong with accepting a woman for being a woman and accepting a man for being a man? So I don't want a woman to talk to me like she's a man, and I'm not going to talk to a woman like a woman. No, I'm gonna talk to her like a man. I'm gonna be respectable, but no, I'm not doing all that shit. You know, so that's all I'm saying.
Hey, JR, get your refund policy in order. Because I have a feeling it's gonna be a repeat of last motherfucking week.
No, I think Mr. Lego I follow what you were saying, bro. I think he was honestly salute to y'all, and I think he was kind of mixing it up a little bit, but I understood exactly what you were saying. In all honesty, I agree. How you talk to a woman is not how you should talk to men. Here's the difference. Lego, you was hitting on something with men who are raised by women, right? those women who are raising those son husbands, they talk to them how they think men talk to each other.
Right.
They're actually handling those boys like how men talk to them. Men don't talk to each other like that. They don't.
Yep.
If you look at King Talk, if you look at how the brothers handle each other on this panel, you'll hear brothers consistently say, like, "Oh, my bad, bro. You was next. My bad.
All the time.
Let me let you go ahead and get that off. You like, oh dang, my bad. I didn't mean to step on your toes like that. The thing
but every week y'all are talking about the threats of violence whenever men have a disagreement. Which one is it?
That's when they have
Or
disagreements.
are all men civilly having conversations with each other?
When they have disagreements, they're not having disagreements. They don't act like that.
Y'all contradict yourselves left and right. You're like, man, there's always a risk of violence.
Hey, how you're acting now is what they're saying doesn't happen over on the other panel.
Right. So, hey, hold on, okay. What you just did, you came in and you steamrolled with a whole bunch of questions, right? And I was kind of like in the middle of having, and I don't have a problem with answering any of your questions. You know that, right? So you're asking, let me make sure I understand what you're asking. To you, it seems like the men contradict each other. But if you look at the face on every man on this panel, when we saying something, we understand what each other is saying. There is no
the women that don't understand it.
Okay, so Rilla, what's all the talk? Because you've been, in the space and you've heard these conversations. What is it then when it suits the argument? People are all like, anytime men do something, there's a threat of violence. But then when it doesn't suit, it's like men are civil and men get along all the time. Which one is
you're hearing it
depends
wrong.
on the circumstances.
You're hearing it wrong because men recognize that there's a threat of violence there. Like, see, here's the thing: if a man takes off on a woman, it's gonna be one hit or quit or done. I think Let Go was saying this last week. If a man takes off on a man, that could end in death.
Yep.
So you approach that a little bit different, right? You do. You approach it a little bit different.
So then why don't people understand the differences in communication? If men are scared of dying, of course they're going to talk differently. So then you should understand that when you're talking to women and you're not afraid of dying, that the conversation would be different. So then the onus would be on you. Maybe try talking to women the same way you're fearful, not you, when you talk to men about, oh my goodness, I could die. Then
No, I don't.
It's not about being afraid of dying.
Y'all missing one element. Y'all missing an element.
We all talking over each other.
Y'all missing one element in this whole conversation. And the one element that y'all not taking into consideration is how you are on screen is much different than what the interaction is in person.